Hey everybody, Tim Norris here, aka GreyElephant.
And Carmen Norris.
And welcome to a Kickstarter preview by
GreyElephant Gaming.
That's right. Now today we're going to be talking about Vault Wars by Floodgate Games. It's currently live on Kickstarter. And we are hoping that you guys
watched our live play.
It's right there.
Yes.
Check that out first before you click on this, because truthfully we're going to be talking a lot about that live play and what we did and what is missing out of it. And then what you're seeing here is going to make a little bit more sense, right?
Right, because in the live play, we only have 2 players.
It takes at least 3 players to
But
play
the game takes 3 or 4 players, so, you know, we kind of explained that during the live play, and you can still see how the game works.
We have great imaginations.
We do.
We do. Okay, so in Vault Wars, what you're doing is that each round, each player will separately take on the role of an auctioneer, and each of us have a vault. Now, the trick is that you're trying to either gain as much money as you possibly can from the other players to make them bid high on your vault, or you're trying to gain as many items as you possibly can during each round, because items will stack and also be able to give you more gold if you sell them during the selling phase.
Right, and of course, end game victory points. Now, pay attention to the numbers on your vault, because you really kind of want to be auctioneer early in the round. That's how you're going to get money. If you're not auctioneer to the end of the round, you might run out of money to bid with.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Right.
Yeah, because you don't want to run out of money, because then you're just kind of twiddling your thumbs the rest of the round.
It's happened to me.
Now, the game has a lot of bluffing that can be associated with it, because as the auctioneer, you get to see all of the items that are in the vault, your vault. But the other players are probably only going to get to see maybe up to 3, depending on how many items there already are. So what you want to do is just sell this as like, man, this is a prestige. The items in this vault are fabulous, and you're going to want them. That's where the bluffing comes in. Now, the whole thing here is with Carmen, it's fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me the 6th time, it's not working anymore after this, right?
Now, the auctioneer gets the money from the bidding, and they're only allowed to bid once. So you have to set your bid price knowing either I'm going to get this auction, I'm going to have to pay this, or the other players are going to have to pay me more than what I'm putting this up for auction to begin with. And so it's really kind of a tough decision.
It can't be.
Yeah.
It's hard to come up with that number. So it takes you a second to think, okay, how much do I want the items in here versus how much do I just want to try to make my opponents think I want these items?
Right,
you know?
exactly.
Because maybe I don't really, maybe it's all junk, you know?
Right.
So one feature we did not show in the live play was the worker market. Now, how does that work?
Now, for the worker market, you have a draw pile, and then you have 6 cards of workers that you can choose from. The farther away that they are from the draw pile, the less they cost, and the closer you get to the draw pile, the more coins you have to pay to retrieve them. But you can discard them at any time, and they have some pretty good effects, such as peeking at more cards, keeping your opponent from peeking. For example, I have the Street Performer peek at 2 additional items. That's a pretty good deal. And then I have the Guildmaster, which before selling, you can give a non-junk item to another player, and then look through their items and take 1 item. So basically, you're forcing them to trade with you.
And that's a great way to get enough dragon eggs, which, that's a whole other situation. And I've got a couple here to talk about real quick. As the auctioneer, these are great cards, because this one says you can force your opponents to not be allowed to look at any of the cards. So, I mean, if you are the auctioneer and you got like 6 cards in your vault, oh man, to prevent your opponents from seeing any of them, that is a big deal.
That allows you to bluff as much as you want.
I am a bluffing fool.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the bouncer works well as you are the auctioneer as well, because you can force your opponents to have to bid in increments of 5. So you set the bid at, say, like 7, 8, you know? Yeah, they're going to have to go up to, you know, 12, 13.
Another one that's really good for the auctioneer. Speaking of dragon eggs, that is another aspect of the game to keep in mind. You are not allowed to sell or get rid of those at any time.
They stink!
And if you have less than 3, they're actually going to take points away from you.
It happened every game to me.
Every game.
Every game I played, I was always stuck with at least 2 dragon eggs. I never could get to 3. But, alright, now, the thing about it is that we really want you guys to just check out the live play. That's going to give you guys a great feel on how this game works in fake and artificial time.
In real time.
No, it is. It's in real time. Plus, here's the Kickstarter link, and if you like what you see, you like what you hear, click on that link. It'll take you there, and then you can bid or bid pledge for a copy for yourself. And as usual,
Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.